Hi everybody, it's Pat with High Point Land Company. We're here today to talk about some of the key points of selling a hog consignment. There's a lot of things to consider when you're selling one. One, the very most important thing is there a contract on the facility? And who the contract's with, how much the contracts are, what they're paying, and how long the contract lasts for. Some of the other stuff that you want to consider is the age of the building. The buildings are very important. Most buildings have a 30 to 40 year lifespan, okay? So if you're looking at selling a 20-year-old facility, you need to count in the factor of, do I need to replace a roof? Do I need to replace some interior walls? Do I need to look at new gates? Are the feeders up to date? There's a lot of variables that you can look at. Like I said, there's a lot of factors in selling a hog site. It can be anywhere from how's the roof on the building, how's the interior walls, how's the interior ceiling. There's a lot of things to look at when you're getting ready to sell one. There's basically a couple different types of ventilation in the system. One is called a tunnel vent barn, and the other one's called a natural vent barn. Some of the new producers want tunnel vents. Some of the old producers, they still like the natural vented barns. There's pros and cons to each one. A tunnel vented barn is going to cost you more per month to run it because you have to run the fans constantly. Where a naturally vented barn, if it's a nice day, you open the curtains and let it breathe by itself. The curtains get replaced. You have to replace the curtains every probably anywhere from 5 to 10 years, maybe 12 years, depends upon how they are put up. A lot of things are important about the curtains. One, they got to be sealed. The barns have to be bird proof so no birds get inside there. You want to be a pretty tight barn where it holds heat in and also be able to open it up and let the heat out. A lot of the barns are going to biosecure barns where it's shower in, shower out. And if you have an older barn and you got a new producer, they might want a biotech where you might have to add showers to each barn to where the workers have to shower in and shower out to help prevent from spreading any diseases. Some of the other stuff that's kind of important on the barns is the feed tanks. How old are the feed tanks? Some of the other things are like the fans. If they're updated fans, do they need to be replaced? The vents, stuff like that. One other factor that you got to look at is the manure easement. Is there a manure easement for you to get rid of your manure? If you get in certain areas where they do a lot of organic farming, the organic guys want that manure. And some of the guys will actually pay for it. So it's kind of important to have that manure easement. There's a lot of things to consider when selling the hog confinement building. We sell quite a few hog confinement buildings every year. Every building has its own story, every niche. So you've got different producers, different types of barns, different types of feeders, whether they're wet dry feeders or dry feeders. So there's a lot of things to consider. And if you have any questions, feel free to call me at any time. My number is 515-320-2491.